Hello Leo, welcome to your reading for April. This is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Please make sure you check all your placements to get a clear picture of what's going on for you at this time. As always, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate for all of you. Please take the bits that do resonate and leave the rest behind for somebody else. Alright Leo, any interaction with this video, whether it's a like or a comment or a subscribe, will not only help my channel grow, it's going to add your energy to the collective pool and just make it easier for me to read for everybody just a little bit better. Wow, phenomenal start. Alright, I'm doing a Celtic cross with clarifiers. Towards the end of the reading, I will be pulling a few charms and oracle cards for you, so make sure you stick around for that. Alright. We don't have too much activity happening in your sign, at least not yet. But starting off the reading, we have the Death card or Metamorphosis, profound change and self-awareness. You're going through something, with the Devil. A very intense start, and I absolutely love it. The Devil talks about dependence and materialism. I feel like you are first addressing some kind of toxicity, whether it is within you or it is surrounding you, and you are taking care of it. You are detaching from it. You are transforming it. Some of you may be literally trying to get over some kind of addiction. For the others, this could be a codependent relationship. For the others, you could just be dealing with a Capricorn. But it's almost like you see it now. It's possible that there was a sense of delusion earlier where you were brushing things under the rug. You were making excuses for bad behavior. Not just yours, but probably someone else's. But you're seeing things for the way they are. You're calling a spade a spade. Some of you may be doing intense shadow work. In the recent past, we have the Six of Swords. I feel like this journey that you have been undertaking towards healing, whatever this is, started a bit ago. You strengthened your resolve a little bit ago and you started moving on. What is in your subconscious mind? The Three of Cups. I feel like you're spending time with family, with your soul tribe, with people who love you, people who nourish you, because going through all of this alone is not going to be easy. In your conscious mind, we have the Seven of Pentacles, investment and diligence. Some of you are plain and simple, just focusing on work. And the others of you are building very solid boundaries, is what I'm getting. I feel like you're being very careful about where you're investing your time and energy and love. In the immediate future, we have the Two of Swords. There's a decision that you're going to have to make, Leo. We will see what this is once we clarify. But let's see, how are you showing up to this reading? The Queen of Swords. Beautiful. You're showing up as someone who's very self-reliant, who's very, intellectually wise. Your emotional and your, intellectual quotient are very high. You're building those boundaries and being very unapologetic about them. This wanted to show up. You can't make this up. The King and the Queen of Swords. This is your external environment that you may or may not be aware of. I feel like you are dealing with somebody. I don't know if this is the same person from the past or it's someone else, but someone who is as intelligent as you, someone who is as perceptive as you, someone who's as independent as you. And it could be an air sign for some of you, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. The Hanged Man wanted to show itself with the Eight of Pentacles, Pisces energy. Some of you may be doing a lot of spiritual work, digging deep. Whoever this person is, they're matching your frequency. Let's see, hopes and fears for Leo. Judgment. Some of you, plain and simple, are hoping for things to transform in a way that they start sitting well with you, like the way they did earlier in this relationship. I am primarily a love reader, so that's what I'm going to focus on. And the others of you are just hoping that you stay in this awakened state and you don't go back to the shadow side. Again, we will clarify. Potential outcome. Ooh, the Knight of Wands. This is passion. This is adventure. Coming in for you with the Ace of Cups. Wow. Leo, It's almost like just when you've made up your mind to move on, I could see this another way. I could see this in a way that there was something lacking in you, Leo, and you realized it. It's almost like whatever it was that was lacking in you, you were attracting entities and energies into your auric field that were lacking as well. Right? So you're overcoming something here so that you attract goodness. As I pick up the deck, the Judgment card again at the bottom. Let's see, why is the Shadow and the Death card here, or the Devil and the Death card? We have the Six of Swords again. Yeah, deep healing with the Queen of Wands and the Chariot. Some of you may be even starting a new exercise routine is what I'm getting, just to kind of channel a lot of that pent up emotion and energy in the right direction. And then we have the Knight of Swords. We have Mars that just moved into Cancer. All right, it can make us a little passive aggressive. We have the Hanged Man again, Pisces energy. Now, that is one transit that we need to keep in mind. The passive aggression needs to be dialed down to the minimum. Okay, and another massive transit is that Pluto has entered Aquarius, which is a generational transit. It takes Pluto decades to move signs. Why I'm saying that is, why I'm bringing it up is because, well, this Death card, this Metamorphosis, is Plutonian energy. And with this Knight of Swords, again, very air-like, Aquarian, Gemini, Libran energy, I feel like your words can be your superpower or your biggest, well, detriment and your biggest downfall. So how you are conducting yourself, how you are speaking to people is of paramount importance right now, right? Whatever it is that you are working through, the Nine of Cups wanted to show up. Whatever it is that you're working through, just make sure you're not taking it out on people, right? Just surround yourself with people who are empathetic and understanding, and not people who add to that shadow side. The Nine of Cups, it wanted to show up. I don't know why I put cards back. And we have the King of Swords at the bottom of the deck. I feel like you need to be around people who, like I said earlier, fill your cup. Because with the Eight of Cups and the King of Swords, I feel like you have been cut in the past. And I'm suddenly getting a very random quote in my head. Maybe it's channeled, I don't know. That quote about, don't bleed on someone who doesn't cut you. I don't know why it's coming to me. I feel like you were collateral damage in some kind of situation. It's possible that this was something someone did to you. Someone may have been going through something and they took it out on you. But again, you need to surround yourself with people who fill your cup and don't leave your cups of emotion drained. People who see you for who you are, the Six of Wands. The Six of Swords, the Death card. Can't make this up. There was a profound change here. Profound change, but it was followed by a lot of deep healing. You had to face a lot of your fears through this, Leo. This is difficult energy. I don't know if this was a breakup, or this was a divorce, or maybe you lost someone dear to you. I don't know, but this is difficult energy to deal with. I feel like I've been stumbling on my words. Your throat chakra needs work, especially with so many swords showing up. Why is the Seven of Pentacles here? The Ace of Pentacles. Some of you may just get a brand new opportunity to, Wheel of Fortune, to invest in something. This could be financial, but for the others, this could be a brand new opportunity in love. Something that is stable, something that is worth investing in, something that is not going to leave you wanting in that state of lack. Let's get one more. The Four of Pentacles. But I feel like I suddenly got, some of you are saving yourselves because you're afraid. The Moon, you're afraid. The Moon is a card of fear. A lot of deep-seated fears have come to the surface for you. A lot of triggers and traumas have come to the surface for you, Leo. And now whatever is coming at your doorstep, you're questioning it. Yeah, you're questioning it. I just saw the Nine of Swords. Why is the Two of Swords here? The Ten of Wands. This is a heavy decision. I don't know what this is. The World. The Three of Wands. The Fool. The King of Wands. the Five of Pentacles. I can see this two ways. Either, like I said earlier, it could be a return, right? If it is a return, you have that decision to make whether you have to take this back or let it go. The World card can be a card of closing out a chapter. But again, with the Five of Pentacles, those traumas that I was talking about, that fear of abandonment, I feel like it's been showing itself. It's been creeping up again. And it's been putting you in your head. I'm going to get one card for right in between. The Seven of Wands. You're blocking this. But you know what you're doing? They say that if you don't make a decision, it still has consequences. So it is still a decision that's being made. Right? Brushing this under the rug is not going to help. You have to decide whether you want to be in this energy where you may, again, be faced with that fear of abandonment, or you move on from it like you had decided in the past. There was a conviction in the past. But in the future, I feel like there is a return. And it's leaving you undecided. The Moon again. Fears. Some of you may have blocked this person and you're asking yourself, should I unblock them? The Page of Pentacles. Take it slow. Take it slow. Let this person prove their worth to you. Let them prove themselves to you, because with the Three of Swords, they've caused you immense pain and there's no guarantee that they won't do it again. Why is the Queen of Swords here? The Six of Wands. Being seen for who you are. Having your boundaries respected. Temperance and the Five of Cups, because you have, and the Eight of Cups. It's taken you a long time to pull yourself out of those murky waters. And you don't want to allow anybody else to pull you back in. I see recognition though. For some of you, I see you being recognized for your intelligence, for your IQ, for your EQ. The Hierophant. And for some of you, plain and simple, this could be that spiritual awakening. It could be that ascension. A lot of people don't know this, but the Queen of Swords can be highly intuitive. In the original Rider-Waite, the Queen of Swords has a rosary hanging from her hand. So she's a very spiritual person. No gender in tarot, just take the energy with you. But I feel like this spirituality that you are delving in is making you not just wiser, but it is helping you realize who belongs in your auric field and who doesn't. King of Wands keeps showing up. I don't know who this is. Why is the King of Swords here? The Three of Cups. Why is the Three of Cups here? Judgment. I feel like if you were dealing with somebody who, well, made you an option, it is possible, who was very quiet, who was very hot and cold, more cold than hot. It's possible that they tried to remain a friend, that they tried to be in your environment, because I'm seeing the Three of Cups and the Nine of Cups here again. It's possible that they didn't completely let you go because they couldn't do without your energy. So they almost just gave you anything to keep you around, breadcrumbs, you know. But again, with Judgment, then we have the Empress. That's what I wanted to see. Ace of Wands with the Four of Wands. Wow. This person is seeing your worth now. Because you've been building those boundaries around yourself, because you've been self-reliant, because you worked on that codependency issue that we were talking about earlier. This could be a narcissist for some of you, not for all of you. Because you looked after yourself, because you didn't need this person anymore. That wake-up call, that judgment call has come in of your worth. The Empress is the queen of all queens. No gender in tarot. We carry feminine and masculine energies both within us. But you are in that yin energy of receiving. This person realizes that you're not going to be taking these burdens on anymore. It's their turn to do the work. The Empress doesn't serve anyone. She is served. You know? Why is the Judgment here? The Fool. This person wants a brand new beginning. Can't make this up. The Page of Swords, they've been keeping an eye on you. And with the Three of Swords, you would be surprised to know that the kind of pain you are feeling, the pain they have caused, they're pretty much feeling the same kind of pain. Because the Six of Pentacles is karmic justice. It's that balance, right? I'm almost caring for some of you. They just want to brush things under the rug. That, oh, let's just let bygones be bygones. Because the Fool does that. The Fool does not carry any baggage. The Three of Wands. Feel like this person has plans for the future. Knight of Cups. Approaching with an offer of love the minute I said they have plans for the future. The Ten of Cups. This is that legacy of love. Building a happy home with somebody. I'm almost feeling like even if this person tries to look for greener pastures, they can't, because you are in there forever. You are forever in there forever. Does that make sense? That may lead this person to take you for granted sometimes, but it's just a given for them that you're always going to be in their life. What you do with that information is completely up to you. Why is the Knight of Wands here again? The Knight of Wands, the Knight of Cups, the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Wands, these are all offers. The Ace of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups. You're making a decision, Leo. Ace of Wands. This is hilarious. Five of Cups. You don't care about the passion. You don't care how much love you have for this person either. Because you do. You have a whole lot of love for them. But I see you walking away. Because they're approaching as the Knight of Wands in the immediate future. You know what I mean? The Two of Wands. You're making plans of your own. You're leaving this behind. Because you still haven't been able to work through that pain. You're working on it. There's no stagnancy. You are working on it. The Six of Pentacles. Till you can reach that state of inner balance and inner harmony, I don't see you. I don't see you accepting this offer. Doesn't mean it's not there. It's always going to be there. The Lovers. Two of Pentacles, Eight of Swords. Ace of Cups with the Ten of Swords and the Sun. With the Two of Cups and the High Priestess. This is stunning energy. Leo. Look, this is all under the surface. This is all work that needs to be done. The Ten of Swords talks about karmic lessons and only upwards. I feel like you hit rock bottom. But in order to come back up and break the surface of the water, you will have to swim up. I see you doing that. But till you can break that surface of the water, you cannot accept this cup of love. Because I feel like you are still in that shadow place. Does that make sense? You're still in that little bit of darkness before you can see the sun. I feel like this person is pretty much in the same place as well. There has to be healing. There has to be a spiritual awakening here. And I just place these as props. But you see, it says creative right here. I feel like some of you need to tap into your creative side. You rule the 5th house. So almost like turning your pain into something productive, something creative, something beautiful, channelizing that pain into something that will actually make you happy. The love is there, but there's a lot of darkness that has to be worked through. Shine, new moon in Leo. That's what you're born to do. You're born to shine. This is you polishing yourself. I can actually hear that rubbing sound. Find a balance. That's your last card. You need to find that balance within yourself before you can accept this. Because like attracts like, Leo. If you keep functioning from that place of lack, so will your person. If you become the embodiment of love for self and the world and everybody around you, you attract that kind of love to yourself. Which is why the 3 of Cups and the 9 of Cups is here. Only surround yourself with people who fill your cups. Plain and simple. You were born to shine, and I see you shining because, again, with the 6 of Wands and the Queen of Swords, you have been building those boundaries. And I almost feel like from a distance, whatever this person can see of you, They see you shining, because I saw the star a couple of times as well. Squirrel spirit, believe in yourself. You can't make this up. That self-love, it's very important. And the squirrel spirit also, take a leap of faith. Grasshopper, the Fool card. And time to let go. Yeah. Let spirit be your guide. The Seven of Pentacles right here, that investment that I was talking about. Be very careful about where you're placing these acorns, right? Because while you're hibernating, you don't want anyone to steal those acorns from you. What does that mean? All that work that you're putting into yourself, make sure there are no energy vampires around you who can steal that peace. Because then you're back to square one. You need to heal this completely before you take that leap of faith. All right, steal that peace. Don't let anyone steal that peace. That peace that you're working so hard to get to. We have an elephant, which talks about memories. It talks about loyalty, and it also talks about sharing your load, sharing your burdens with someone. Talk to somebody. Talk to a therapist if you need to. Talk to your best friend. Talk to a parent. Talk to someone who may have been through something similar, so they can help guide you. We have a feather. This could be a sign for some of you. You may have asked for a sign. Well, this is it. For the others, the feather talks about communication. It talks about travel, right? So maybe traveling to a peaceful place, traveling to a place filled with nature is going to help you. Surround yourself with sunflowers if they're in season. I don't know if they are, to be honest. But maybe just change your wallpaper to sunflowers, because what do sunflowers do? They face the sun for that nourishment, right? For food. So only face those people who nourished you is what I'm getting again and again and again. We have miracle and we have protected. That song is popping in my head. I believe in miracles. Listen to that and maybe dance a little bit. But miracles do happen. And sometimes when we expect, the thing that we least expect to happen, happens because we've surrendered to it. We feel like, oh, it's not going to happen. You know what I mean? And you are protected. The divine is protecting you. The universe is protecting you through all this. Because what you're going through is not easy, my friend. It is not. But hang in there. This is just, well, a 1 month energy update. Don't forget to tap into the love. Even if you can't feel it in the 3D, it is there in the 5D. Seahorse is made for life. I told you, you are forever in this person's forever. All right. That was it. I hope this helped. I will see you in the next one, Leo. Bye-bye.